We can't afford 4 more years of this.
Did he know what he was actually saying?
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Oh, apparently not. He looks like a former Subway sandwich spokesperson. Good evening, and welcome to We Lie to You News. Tonight we'll bring you reports on how there's 5 assassination squads in the US out to assassinate President Trump, top Democrats are panicking and trying to wash their predatory hands, and an ABC whistleblower comes forward telling on Kamala for rigging the debate. All that and more, but starting with, for the past couple of months, many liberals have been wondering, who the hell's running our country? While conservatives have been asking that same question for 4 years. Well, wonder no more, because President Biden held his first cabinet meeting in 11 months. Still sharp as a tack, and as you've been conditioned to expect, Biden was not running the meeting. Instead, a scary-looking Halloween costume named Jill sat at the head of the table and ran it. And as the election heats up, you should definitely not expect the DNC to replace Biden while he's still in office with Kamala, because that would give her the power of the incumbency and sway on-the-fence voters to vote for her, because they don't want to feel the instability of having 3 different presidents over the span of 3 months if Trump were to win. Because that strategy would be treating democracy like it's a guest at a Diddy party and qualify as major election interference, so they probably won't do that. Meanwhile, Representative Matt Gaetz has reported that a top-level DHS official has informed him that there are 5 known assassination squads in the US out to eliminate Trump. Take a look.
I had a senior official from the Department of Homeland Security in my office before the second assassination attempt saying that what he has assessed is that there are 5 known assassination teams in the United States.
Wish there were more. Now, I have in my hand a full report of everything the federal government is doing to protect President Trump following 2 assassination attempts and the reports of these 5 known assassination teams. Why is this blank? Moving right along. After much talk about how the media's factual rhetoric about Trump being dangerous and like Hitler might be inspiring assassination attempts, one thing Hillary Clinton did to help protect Trump's life was take to the air advocating for the media to keep up their Trump is dangerous rhetoric. Take a look.
Understand why it's so difficult for the press to have a consistent narrative about how dangerous Trump is.
Hillary apparently doesn't like Trump, which should carry a lot of weight in your mind because she is a great judge of character. Now stay tuned, because coming up you'll hear how Kamala's word salad served up on Oprah tasted. But first, a word from our sponsor. Today's episode is brought to you by Awaken CBD, the #1 enemy of the FDA and Big Pharma. We can't make claims about the health-enhancing effects of the purest CBD on the market because it's against the law, according to the FDA. And I wonder why. Given the fact that 75% of the FDA's funding comes from pharmaceutical companies that bribe their way into being able to make outrageously accurate claims about their products having very positive effects on your health, safe and effective, we can't imagine why we can't make claims. So we won't. However, many people rave about how CBD is a game changer for their sleep, aches and pains, and relieving stress. But those idiots are probably wrong and should be prescribed psychiatric meds to help change their mind. But if you're dumb enough to want to feel better and overcome your health challenges by bringing balance to your body's natural systems, then go to awakencbd.com right now. Awaken CBD, the #1 enemy of the FDA and pharmaceutical industry. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. Next up, Kamala has been dominating the headlines that we're told to print, strongly verifying that the country she hates absolutely loves her. And what's not to love about her? She's a woman, allegedly, and she's also a great judge of character. Seems like she'd be a great president. And her recently appeared on Oprah, who I didn't know still had a show. But what a powerful endorsement for Kamala, because America knows that Oprah is a great judge of character. And from her Oprah interview, take a look at the beginning of Kamala's closing marathon of a word salad statement.
We love our country. I love our country. I know we all do.
Mike's right there, moron. Probably shouldn't slap it. Now, we at the station believe Kamala is the one for the job. After all, Obama is the one that got Joe Biden to drop out of the race so they could install their chosen candidate, Kamala. And you should know, Obama is a great judge of character. Meanwhile, an ABC whistleblower has come forward revealing, under the penalty of perjury, that Kamala dictated the terms of the questions during the recent presidential debate. But luckily, we have verified that this is simply misinformation, as outlined in the terms of service of my blackmail sheet so that the pictures of me from Diddy parties won't be released. So, misinformation is what I've been instructed to say about that. Now, before we close out today's show, let's throw it over to Kelly for a weather report. How's the weather looking, Kelly?
The oceans are rising because Leonardo DiCaprio said the climate's changing.
Well, we all know he's a credible judge of character and therefore science, I'm sure.
Who's the person that's number one on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Thanks, Kelly. That's it for today's news. Oh yeah, the second would-be assassin wrote a letter prior to his attempt saying that if he fails, he'll offer $150,000 to anyone who succeeds, and the Department of Justice just released that letter to the public. I wonder why. Good night!